Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Shadow War Alpha number 1. This is from DC Comics, written by Joshua Williamson, with art by Viktor Bogdanovic, inks by Daniel Henriques, and colors by Mike Spicer, letters by Troy Peteri. So this is going to be a crossover event. It's going to be followed through a few different series. As you can see in the cover, you can probably guess it'll be Batman, Deathstroke Inc., and Robin, all which are being currently written by Williamson. So that really makes sense that there's a big crossover between all those series. So let me tell you a little bit about the story that's going on here, and then we'll talk more about the event. So when Deathstroke assassinates Ra's al Ghul, Talia al Ghul demands revenge and sends her League of Shadows to kill Deathstroke and destroy Deathstroke Inc. Batman and Robin must team up to track down Deathstroke and bring him to justice, but can they do that? This will be full of action, mystery, betrayal, and over the top fights. So here we can see a little bit of a flashback as to who Ra's al Ghul is, the head of the demon, League of Shadows, the leader, Damien's grandfather, and also Talia's father. Um, so throughout these books, they've been kind of seeding that there's going to be a change in the League of Shadows, and there's a lot of activity. Deathstroke has been building Deathstroke Inc. in that series. Robin has been doing his own things, going to the tournament and all that stuff in the Robin series, and of course, Batman just finished doing a trip over to Europe to try to get some to solve a case for Batman Inc. So now that these worlds are kind of colliding, we have here Batman Inc. So Ra's al Ghul decides to turn himself over to the police just after some thinking and looking at some stuff. I do love. I'm a big fan of Bogdanovic when it comes to a book like this because I think the art is super stylized and just like all these really long lines that we can see all throughout the book. Very big action, and you'll get to see that more in later sequences. But yeah, Ra's al Ghul decides to turn himself over to the police. While this is going on, Deathstroke, or at least the appearance of Deathstroke, shoots and kills Ra's al Ghul. This leads to Talia al Ghul and Robin, who were there, and now they've also kind of made up. They've come to a peace. Um, this leads to Talia recruiting or bringing back everyone from the league to try to destroy Deathstroke and find them. Deathstroke realizes this, and we now know, based on what's going on here, we find out that it might be an imposter that was look like a Deathstroke lookalike. So it's a pretty interesting setup. All in the meanwhile, Batman is kind of caught up between all this stuff, between trying to stop everyone and uh, protecting Robin and maybe even avenging Ra's al Ghul, because I mean they are family kind of, via Robin. So I'm very excited. Joshua Williamson is a writer who knows he knows how to write these big events because he's very familiar with the character and kind of like all the traits that make these characters really appealing. And he's been doing a fantastic job on the Batman stuff. Just it's a bit of a shame that his stint on Batman is going to be kind of short, but I mean he's really quite spread out throughout the DC universe. He'll be taking on the Dark Crisis stuff coming up, so I'm excited to see how that goes. But if you've been following any of those series, I highly recommend this book. Let's take a look at how that'll play out. So as I mentioned before, Shadow War will take place between the Alpha issue, continuing Batman, Deathstroke, and Robin series, all leading up to the Shadow War Omega, with a Shadow War Zone number 1 issue in between. So this is a 9-part series. Um, so if you're a fan of these big crossover events, if you've been following these books, highly recommend this. You'll get an action-packed book with a lot of really cool characters because all these characters, they just look cool on the page. So yeah, there you have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps. Check out our live episodes. Also, our audio podcast is back, so make sure to hit that subscribe button there. Also on YouTube, all that good stuff. I'm going to leave you with a look at some of the variant covers for this issue. Let us know down in the comments which one you were able to pick up. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.